grab the tissues, and pour a mug of hot cocoa, or something stronger, because Finding Mr. Christmas is back, and frankly, we were not emotionally prepared. The Season 2 premiere on Monday, October 27, 2025, just aired, and if you thought this was just going to be a light, fluffy competition about finding Hallmark's next great lady man, you were wrong. We're one episode in, and the tears are already flowing. Not just from the contestants, but from host Jonathan Bennett too. And if we're being totally honest, we were crying right along with them. If you missed the premiere and want to know exactly what went down, or you just need to process the heartbreak all over again, we've got you covered. Spoiler alert. Seriously, if you haven't watched the Season 2 premiere, turn back now. We are about to recap everything, and the first elimination was a rough one. Welcome to the Christmas house and the hunks. The episode kicked off exactly as we'd hoped. 10 incredibly handsome, charmingly nervous guys arriving at the picture-perfect Finding Mr. Christmas house. The decorations were, of course, at 10/10. These men are all vying for the ultimate prize, landing a coveted leading role in a brand new Hallmark Christmas movie. The pressure is on. And when host Jonathan Bennett, the ultimate Mr. Christmas himself, promised this season would be even humkier than the last, he was not lying. The casting department clearly understood the assignment. As the guys settled in, we got glimpses of the competition, six-packs, bulging biceps, and smiles that could melt a blizzard. But as we quickly learned, it takes more than muscle to be a Hallmark star. Challenge 1. The Santa Costume Scramble. The guys barely had time to unpack before they were thrown into their first festive face-off. Joined by the hilarious Melissa Peterman, our judging queen, Bennett led the men to Santa's workshop, a room so whimsical it looked like it was pulled directly from one of their movies. The challenge. They had 30 minutes to personalize a Santa costume with embellishments that reflected their unique personalities. And then they had to present them. This is where the nerves started to show. While some guys thrived, like Rustin, who instantly won hearts by serenading everyone as a rock star Santa, others, like the very sweet Gabe, stumbled over their words. You could just feel the first day of school anxiety radiating through the screen. Our hearts broke a little for him. But the winner of the first challenge, that honor went to Craig from Lake Ronkonkoma, New York. He blew the judges away with a clever Santorini, Santa meets Martini, costume, and a perfectly over-the-top New York accent. It was bold, it was funny, and it was a choice. He won, and honestly, we respect the hustle. Challenge 2. The Slippery Slope of Acting. This competition isn't just about looking good in flannel. These guys have to act. For their first star quality challenge, the contestants were bundled up and sent to a ski slope because Hallmark. And who was waiting for them? None other than Hallmark royalty, Janelle Parrish, who, by the way, stars in Christmas on Duty on November 1, set your DVRs. The challenge was the ultimate Hallmark meet-cute scenario. Each contestant had to memorize a script, written by Hallmark's own Eliza Hayes-Maher, and perform a scene where they stumble upon Janelle, who has pretended to wipe out while skiing. They have to offer to help her. Simple, right? Wrong. While Jonathan Bennett and Melissa Peterman watched from a production tent, looking absolutely ridiculous and amazing in neon pink and yellow snowsuits, the challenge started to separate the contenders from the rookies. This is where the real drama happened. Jake and Gabe, who both seemed so promising, completely struggled to remember their lines. You could feel their panic. The actor's nightmare is blanking on a line, and they were living it, on camera, with Janelle Parrish. But the most memorable and hilarious moment came from Drake. Oh, Drake. When it was his turn, he literally slid right past Janelle on his skis and ended up yards away from her. He then had to hilariously, awkwardly scoot and rolled his way back up the hill to deliver his lines. It was a disaster, but Janel played it off perfectly, comparing his moves to Parkour. And let's just talk about the hair. When Drake finally took off his ski helmet, his hair was still perfect. Not a strand out of place. The crew, and let's be real, all of us at home, swooned. How is that possible? Is it Christmas magic? Is it a superhuman amount of hairspray? We don't know, but we are obsessed. The first gut-wrenching elimination. After the highs of the Santorini and the lows of the ski parkour, it was time for the first elimination. The mood shifted. The 10 contestants changed into their absolute finest suits, and the tension was so thick you could cut it with a candy cane. Jonathan, Melissa, and Janel gathered to give their feedback. They were kind, but they were also honest. They announced the bottom 3, and our hearts sank. Jake, Gabe, and Drake. The judges' feedback was tough but fair. Drake, Bennett told him that while his hair is, in fact, to die for, he needed to show more of his leading man qualities. Gabe, he was told he seemed nervous, which we all saw, and that it caused Janel to have a hard time connecting with him. Jake, this one hurt. Jake, the camera loves you. Bennett started, and we all thought, okay, he's safe. But then came the gut punch. But you fumbled the lines, and you couldn't seem to recover. Jake, we learned, played in the NFL for 6 seasons, and has never acted before. He was completely new to this world. With that classic, dramatic Hallmark music swelling, Bennett paused before delivering the final verdict. Jake, it's time to take your stocking down. You're going home for the holidays. We weren't ready. As soon as the words left Bennett's mouth, Jake's eyes welled up. He was trying so hard to hold it together, and seeing this big, strong former NFL player break down, it just shattered us. And then, the moment that truly wrecked us, Jonathan Bennett started to cry too. His voice cracking, Bennett looked at Jake and said, "You came into this competition doing something you have never done before in your life, and you should be so proud of yourself." It was clear this wasn't just a TV host reading a script. Bennett felt it. He saw the vulnerability and the bravery it took for Jake to even be there. But it was Jake's final interview that truly put us over the edge. Choking back tears, he tried to explain what the experience meant. "I haven't had a time with a bunch of guys building that bond and relationship since football," he said. And that's when it hit us. He wasn't just sad about losing a competition. He was losing a locker room. He was losing that feeling of brotherhood, something he probably missed dearly since his football days. It was an emotional roller coaster for him, but he said, "It's a good feeling to have that spark back." He finished by saying, "Going home, it's gonna be really hard, but hopefully you'll see this face again." We're crying. You're crying. Jonathan Bennett is definitely still crying. It was a raw, beautiful, and heartbreaking end to episode 1. This season is not playing around. It's about more than just acting. It's about vulnerability, brotherhood, and second chances. We are already emotionally invested. We will protect Gaby at all costs. We need to know Drake's hair routine, and we're going to miss Jake. The next episode of Finding Mr. Christmas airs on Monday, November 3, and we will be there with a full box of tissues.